For those of you who don't know, let me introduce myself. I am the Asian sensation Michael King, founder of King Enterprises, principal backer of World Elite, sponsor for Vietnam Pro Wrestling, and Vietnam's greatest export. And you people are all very smart because you're watching Scott Larson's #Truth. Peace be the journey.
Watch it all fall down around you now. Was it ever really worth it? Having your kingdom crumble to the ground because you never had the courage. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up.
NAWA Championship Wrestling returns to the Burke County Fairgrounds on Saturday, March the 25th for NAWA Showdown. Come out and witness the best family-friendly pro wrestling in the area and see the stars of NAWA live and in person. There will be 3 huge main events featuring a Burke County street fight as NAWA Heavyweight Champion Big Donnie defends against Chris Thunder Anderson. Newly crowned NAWA TV Champion, the sensational Dre White will defend against former champion AJ Frost. Will AJ Frost reclaim the TV title after losing it at the Bunkhouse Stampede? Zay Vega will go 1-on-1 with Luke Fury for the first time, and there will be no outside interference allowed. Also, 6-man tag team action. Big Nasty takes on Tony Benj. The NAWA Tag Team Champions, the Allen Brothers, will be facing the Black Society. Cairo Lindsay versus Myrick Moore. Be there at the Burke County Fairgrounds, 145 Boss Road, Morganton, North Carolina, Saturday, March the 25th for NAWA Showdown with 3 huge main events. Doors open at 6 p.m., bell time 7 p.m. Adult tickets are $10, kids 6 to 12 are $5, 5 and under are free. Don't miss NAWA Showdown.
Yes, here we are, and welcome everyone to #Truth. Tonight, we have 2 of the 3 participants who are going to be in the See No Evil Death Match on March 18th. You want to check that out. I'll be showing the poster and all the information here in a little while. Hello, Mr. Bannon. Hello, Mr. Black. How y'all doing tonight?
How's it going, man?
Doing great. How you doing?
So we're going to start off with one question. I know both of you pretty well. I've seen a lot of matches from both of you. The death match scene, I'm going to tell you, is totally new to me. I'm not a death match person. I'm one of them people that, why death matches? You know what I'm saying? So we're going to find out why death matches tonight. I want to ask both of you can give me your answer. We'll start with Will. How long have you been doing death matches, and what is it about death matches that got you entangled in it? Because it's very dangerous, man. Go ahead.
All right, so I've been doing it since the beginning. I went into training. Once I was training, I immediately started with the death matches. For me, growing up, watching wrestling, old stuff from Japan, that stuff was magic, and it just stuck, and I've always wanted to do it. And then, of course, I watched ECW growing up, and I loved that. And that's just what I wanted to do from the get-go.
Okay.
I love death matches.
Okay.
I love the hardcore scene. I love it all. Motivates the shit out of me.
All right, you Lazarus, go ahead.
For me, I did them for a little while in the beginning before the Black Society, and I don't know why, but over the last year, I've been really itching to get back and do one, and so to finish off my feud with Ryan right before we got back together, we did a Reaper's Playground death match, and I realized why I loved it in the first place. Got in touch with Raven, and me and him started talking, and he started putting me in touch with the right people, and now I'm back doing it, man. It's crazy. I grew up watching my dad hold probably 10, 12 hardcore titles across a bunch of different promotions, and I guess I just wanted to take it a step further than he did.
You just love taking the beatings. That's what you're telling me, man.
I mean, yeah. There's a age old quote of you got to hate yourself just a little bit to do what we do.
And I believe that. I mean, I told the story on my last podcast, that 3-hour marathon I did the other day, and thank you guys for showing up to that. But it was one of the things that, I never got into it, but it was always there. And I went to a flea market one day, and one of my good friends, Big Country, he's a wrestler out there. He was selling DVDs, and the first thing I picked up was a deathmatch DVD. And he goes, "Scott, do you know what death matches are?" I said, "No, man, I never watched." Take that DVD home and check it out, dude. I couldn't watch 10 minutes of it, and I wanted to puke. I'm not even lying, dude. I was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
And I can't remember who the match was, but it was like the best of death matches, and it was crazy.
I have a DVD that's similar. I have Wrestling's Bloodiest Matches, and it's got the infamous Matt Tremont taking the hip toss onto the bed of nails and like impaling his leg and all that craziness.
The first like 5 minutes of that match, I remember somebody was they had like either a barbed wire bat or something that was wrapped in barbed wire, and they had the guy's head, and they were literally like just like a cheese grater taking him across that, and you couldn't tell what he looked like once they pulled him off. And I was like, why would somebody want to do this to themselves?
I actually did that to Ryan with a barbed wire wrapped 2x4 in our Reaper's Playground match.
Oh my goodness. We got a lot of people talking, man. Alex Polk said, what's up? He took him 2 to finish it, but Alex, thanks for showing up. Luke Fury said, yo, Mr. Luke, how you doing, brother?
Legend, bro.
Yes, the young legend. Michael Butler is on YouTube. Thank you for being on YouTube, guys. If you're watching Hashtag Truth on YouTube, hit that subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, and you'll know every time Hashtag Truth comes up. Ron Emerson of the Wrestling Wire showed up saying, what's up, guys? Ace Harris says, Lazarus Black got this all the way. Uh-oh, here we go. We're going to have fans picking sides now. Missy Childers says, it always scares me. Yes, it does. It does. I mean, there's regular moves in professional wrestling that in regular wrestling that scares me. You can imagine what, a death match would do. I mean, how do you guys get prepared for something like that? We're going to start off with Will, because Will hasn't talked too much. How do you prepare yourself going in, knowing that Lazarus Black and that Mr. Havoc is going to want to hurt you, man? I mean, you're going to get hurt. Uh-oh, he froze up on us.
Uh-oh.
He froze up on us. Well, Lazarus, you tell me. How do you prepare yourself? When he gets unfroze, we'll work with him.
So, I mean, the truth of it is you can't really prepare yourself for it. Like, you just kind of have to go out and do it. Like, I remember I kind of always equate it to like when I went and got my first tattoo. I spent all this time, because I got my first tattoo when I was 15. Got all this time hyping myself up, going like, oh, this is going to hurt so bad. This is going to be the worst thing I've ever done, blah, 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 blah. And then you get in there and your adrenaline's kicking, and there's really no preparation for it. You can't really go out on a workout regimen that'll protect you against light tubes.
Right? Or jumping from a height and going through 3 tables with light tubes on it, or all the crazy things that people do in these matches.
This sounds like an average Saturday.
Right? All right, Will. So tell me, how do you get your mindset ready to go into one of these matches, man?
I honestly, I don't even think about it. I just get in the character and just wait for my music to hit and just walk down and do it. I don't think about it. The best thing you could do in wrestling, just don't think about it, just do it. And once, like Ezra said, once adrenaline hits, the pain's not that bad.
I mean, so do you guys bring a lot of the props that you see in the ring? Because I see boards covered. I'm looking over here because we're going to go over a Raven Havoc match here in a few minutes, just so he has people that know who he is on here. If you've never seen a death match or you don't know who Raven is, we're going to watch one of his matches here in a little bit together with you two and talk about it. But I see boards with barbed wire all on them. I see barbed wire bats surrounded with barbed wire. I see, like you said, light tubes all over the place. Do you guys bring your own stuff to do this stuff with each other, or does the promoter usually do that?
It's like
I
it's
mean,
both. I like to bring some stuff out.
Yeah, you never trust anything more than something that either you or another professional built. I've done fans
Yeah.
bring the weapons matches, and the thing I've learned from that is that fans are some of the most sadistic people in the world.
Disgusting.
Yeah, fans are crazy, man. But
They'll bring bats
you know,
with knives sticking out of them.
yeah, and like I trust. I trust what we bring, and
Right.
Anything that's brought is sanitized. It's wiped down with rubbing alcohol, and make sure that it's gonna cut you, but you're not gonna end up with like gangrene or something from getting cut.
Right. I got you. Without a doubt. We're having some technical difficulties with Will Bannon. Hopefully he'll get back here pretty shortly. But until then, I'll carry. Well, we lost him all together. So I'm just going to go ahead and go to my normal background until he comes back, so I can show my great sponsors off too. So Lazarus, man. So you were talking about the weapons and that, and the one thing that I always think of when you think of death matches, you guys are going to get hurt. I mean, you're going to get cut open. You're going to have. Do you make sure that there's a medical person on standby in case something goes drastic? Because anything could go wrong in a regular match. I can imagine what could go wrong in a death match.
Well, yeah, I mean, like you had the whole incident with like the infamous Tournament of Death incident with Nick Gage, where he severed 2 arteries under his arm and bled to death on the way to the hospital, and they had to bring him back. Anything can go wrong. But usually there's people there that have at least some kind of medical training. For me, most of the injuries you're going to get 9 times out of 10 are superficial. And the ones that are bad, you're not going to be able to take care of them on site with some kind of EMT or something. You're going to have to go to the hospital if it's that bad.
Right. Okay. I love that answer. I don't know, so that's why I'm asking. I hope you guys don't get irritated because I'm going to ask a lot of questions about death matches.
No. My wife, she's my main medic. Like she's the one that super glues up my cuts and stuff like that.
You go.
Yeah, like right here on my wrist, there's a scar from a TV screen that was like a ½ inch away from your main motor tendon and arteries and all this stuff. And she super glued it up. And ever since then, her catchphrase has always been like, if you're going to be stupid, you better be tough.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to call you guys stupid because, I mean, I've watched plenty of shows now. That's what I've been doing over the last couple of days. I've been watching some shows, and they've got some shows on, regular television that where they're talking like this to people who do death matches. And on one of the shows, the guy said, he goes, "I know I'm stupid. I know I'm going to get hurt, but it's like being an adrenaline junkie. It's like being a addict of some kind. You got to have that. And sometimes once you get into the match, once you get hit with that first chair, once you get, hit with that first light tube or whatever, it's like magic. You just, is that how you guys feel?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like you've heard of like a runner's high where like the endorphins kick in and you're almost euphoric. Like it's exactly like that.
I've got a bunch of people commenting, so I'm going to go ahead and let's catch up with these real quick. Missy said, man, he is scared still. When you said, you got to be a little scared to go in there. Michael Butler said, Scott, I actually started in a Fed who emulated ECW. Okay, there you go. We'll have to talk to you a little bit then. Missy said, it's tonight when you're doing a call-in show after this one. No, ma'am, Missy, I'm not doing a call-in show this week. Next Friday, I am going to be doing one, so you could definitely be looking out for that. Daxel Real said, will you ever have a death match with John Moxley? Just asking. If I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you have John Moxley anywhere, you're going to be making money anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I mean, I saw a couple of matches on YouTube.
I'd be down to do it, but like I don't know of any promoter that's going to be willing to pay that booking fee.
Yeah, well, I don't know if John Moxley would be able to do it with his AEW contract, because of the
no, they can
getting hurt.
Can
they? Okay.
They can do it.
As long as it's approved by their higher ups, they're allowed to still go do stuff. John Moxley just did a death match for some smaller fed a few months ago.
Oh, okay, I got you. Michael Butler said, I'm pretty certain every match was hardcore at first. We transitioned to traditional wrestling eventually. So what is the difference between hardcore and deathmatch? Give me the difference between that. Will, let me hear from you since you're back. Give me the difference.
Well, a hardcore deathmatch, I mean, it's the story you're telling, it's the different weapons you're using. It all depends on what you're trying to show the audience. Usually hardcore matches don't go as far as death matches. Death matches, anything goes, no matter what. You know, and hardcore matches, they do some stuff, but it's not as heavy as it is in death matches. You don't have glass. Normally, you don't have barbed wire, but it depends where you're going. Some hardcore does, but it's the story.
But it's not used the same as it is in death matches. I mean, you could tell in real matches like WWE, they bring out the baseball bat, but they just kind of hit the stomach and something that, you know, and they use the point where there's no barbed wire when they hit them. Or if they do swing it, you could tell that the you know, they know how to move their stomach in where they're not going to take a big blow. You know what I'm saying? Where in death matches, you're going to take the blow. It's not, you know, you're not tucking it. You might tense up your stomach, but you're still going to take the hit.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, to me, that's still crazy, y'all. I could never put myself in that situation. Go ahead.
The way I've always looked at it is hardcore is a way to tell a story throughout like a feud or throughout a match or in a storyline, whereas deathmatch is its own separated instance of wrestling where it's a competition within itself instead of being an ender to a feud or something like that. It's a story within itself of a competition.
I agree.
Okay. I got you. Michael Butler said, I'm pretty certain every match was. Oh, well, we already said that. He said, I will admit, though death matches hardcore is kind of addictive.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Everybody I've ever seen that does death matches and has gotten interviewed, they use that word. It's addictive. Once you do it, you want to do it again. Ron Emerson. Go ahead. And then I'll do this. Go ahead.
I'm going to show you something real quick. Read the comments.
Okay. That'll work. Ron Emerson said, Lazarus Black showed up at my house with a brand new roll of barbed wire, a barbed wire bat, and a barbed wire pipe. I mean, that's when you know you're living it. Max Carnage said, I used a taser one time in a match. Okay. Go ahead.
If it's not addictive, then you wouldn't be spending money on things like this.
We just talked about that. Ron said you showed up at his house with a roll of barbed wire, a barbed wire bat, and a barbed wire pipe. There you go.
Bring that on the 18th. All of it.
Oh, I'm bringing it.
Oh, see, there you go. I mean, on the 18th, I mean, that's going to be a major match. I so want to show up. I hope I have my car by then because I want to go up there. I want to see this match in person. I mean, I watching it on video is okay, but I imagine being there in person, it's a whole lot different experience.
Oh, absolutely.
Because you can see, I mean, in video you can't see something's coming, but in person you can see, you know, your vision has the whole place.
Yeah, like when I went to my first deathmatch show, and a lot of shows run this way, there are no barricades.
Right.
There's nothing to keep the fans away from the ring. Now, when you get up to like CZW and stuff like that, they have their barricades. But there's something about when you're watching it, just as a fan, that is the one type of show that I can go to and get in the mindset of just a fan. Not a wrestler, because you know, you go to any other wrestling show, you're watching it as a wrestler.
Right.
You're critiquing the matches in your head, all this stuff. But when
being a smart mark like me,
and you're getting like showered in glass that just got smashed across somebody, there's something about that just puts you in this mindset of just, I don't care. I don't
Right.
care if I'm like, oh, that arm drag wasn't perfect technique. I'm watching it and I am enjoying it as a fan.
Right.
And
I mean,
if
you're
you-
watching it as
that's
a
why I
fan
do
to
it.
see the destruction. You're not watching the actual wrestling. You're watching the destruction. How much can this guy take? How much can the other guy dish out? Right?
It's a dedication thing. Like, you have to be dedicated to your craft to get in there. Because me, I don't do these all the time.
Right.
But like, I know Bannon does a lot of them. Raven obviously does a hellacious amount of them. But like, the dedication you have to know that every week you're going to be coming home, you're going to be taking that dreaded hot shower, and you have to get up and go to work in the morning, and you're all cut up just knowing that you're going to do it again next week. The dedication it takes to do that always blew my mind, and that's one of the big things that caused me to want to do this style.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever showed up at work with all the cuts and bruises, new cuts and bruises and that, and had somebody who didn't know you was a wrestler walk up to you and go, "Hey, do we need to call the cops? Are you okay? What happened last night? Are you?"
My boss loves them. My boss loves my matches. He'll watch it at work on the TV. Customers will be coming watching it. Oh yeah.
Speaking of death matches, Matt Burns chimed in and said Lazarus' wife has patched him up before.
That was actually at the match that we did with the Terror Kings where I slipped my wrist with a TV screen. He got
Terror
this
Kings,
massive
man.
cut right here.
Okay.
And she had to patch him up.
I got you, man. I've seen some of Matt Burns' matches back in the day when he did some of it where they just wooden floors, just
he
man.
still
I mean,
got it, believe me.
oh, I know he does. Oh, I know he does. You trust me, I know. But I'm just saying, it's like I said, it takes a different type person. I'm not even gonna lie. Brandon Lamb said my money is on Lazarus. Everybody's picking Laz in this one. Marquine said my boy Laz. Dax said, who do you think is the deathmatch master? There you go. There's a good question.
Ooh. I'm gonna let Bannon answer this one first because I've got to think about it.
Who do I think is the deathmatch master? I'm gonna go with the GOAT, Terry Funk. Period. Hands down. He knows how to tell a story. He knows how to dish it out and take it. Yeah. Terry Funk all the way.
There you go. Okay, Laz, what you got? Uh-oh. Laz froze up on us. We're having a few technical difficulties in our death match, and we're having storms. I don't know about you guys in your area, but we're having storms coming through us, so I can imagine all the
there's
stuff
bad
that's going on.
outside.
Yeah, that's what I figured. It's all good, guys. That's one of the things about being live, that things just happen, and people got to understand that. I hope they do. Michael Butler said, "Oh, we use barbed wire for ropes." What's that?
Who'd Bannon say?
Terry Funk.
Terry Funk.
Terry Funk. Hell yeah. For me, it's Jun Kasai.
Okay.
Like that was
There you go.
was my first exposure to like the real crazy side of deathmatch, and of course, it comes from Crazy Monkey.
I've seen some of those matches with him. I was like I said, I was on YouTube scrolling through, and he's one of the major ones in there. So yeah,
Crazy
they've got
Monkey.
tons of video.
That shit, dude.
Michael said, "Oh, we use barbed wire for ropes and all kinds of crazy stuff." But I agree, there's a difference between hardcore and deathmatch, without a doubt. Sean Duffy from Fallen, Nevada. Welcome to Hashtag True Sean. Tonight we are talking deathmatch with our two great guests, Mr. Will Bannon and Lazarus Black. Luke Childers said, "Are y'all super scared to go into the match?"
Oh, I'm excited. I mean, a little nervous. Yeah, super scared.
I can equate it to like I've been playing in bands since I was like 12 years old. Been playing in punk and metal bands all my life. And no matter how many times you go out on stage, you're always nervous before you go out there. Like, I'm going to miss this note. I'm going to screw up this solo. But once you get out there, it's kind of like going out for any match. Once you're out there and you are just immersed in the love of fans. Like,
yeah, well, there's a difference. There's a difference between nervousness and being scared. Being scared means you're going to come out there and you're going to do this. You know what I'm saying? nervousness is, I think every wrestler or everybody, I mean, I get nervous before doing hashtag every day. If I didn't, it wouldn't be half as good as it is. And I'm not patting myself on the back. I'm just saying, you got to come in with some kind of nervousness.
It's a good show.
Thank you. But you know what I'm saying? Everybody who does something in front of a crowd should have a little bit of nervousness, or else the magic's gone. Just quit doing it. You know
Exactly. I was
what I'm
going to say the same thing. If you're not nervous before a match, just quit. Because you
Right.
don't care anymore.
Sean Duffy said Lazarus Black needs to convert before I allow him a West Coast tour. We only allow so many filthy heathens here.
That dude is the most dedicated person I've ever met, because he has been sending me random messages, commenting on everything I post to convert for about 2 years now.
He is a great friend of mine. He started watching hashtag back at the beginning. He was first known as Ringsiders. Him and his whole family, his kids and all that, wore masks to every wrestling show, and they sat front row in every show, so they called themselves the Ringsiders. And unfortunately, you know, him and his wife, I think, got a divorce, and now, you know, you don't see the kids all the time, which is sad. But you know, but now he's Sean Duffy, and I'm telling you, man, this guy, like you said, he is a dedicated guy. I love him. He's a good friend of mine, and I appreciate every time he comes on the show, man. But yeah,
Dude,
he will
Sean,
comment every time.
me and Sean became friends because of hashtag Truth. He saw mine and Ryan's
Right.
first interview with you years back.
You guys owe me another entrance too, because you guys said stop using that entrance because we're not Black Society anymore. You guys owe me another one.
Yeah, we've got to get you one ever since we stopped the whole free hugs, tough love thing.
Yeah, I need another one. That would be great, man. And you too, Will. While you're at it, man, hit me up and do me an intro, man. I would love it. Michael Butler said funk all day, all the way. Sorry. Dax O'Reilly says I was going to say Mick Foley. Just saying 100%. I don't think Mick Foley was really hard. I don't think he was deathmatch. He was hardcore, but he wasn't deathmatch. I don't think.
If you go back,
You need to watch the stuff in Japan with Terry Funk. That is.
Oh,
some
okay. I
watched
haven't
that
seen
dude-
that.
Yeah.
I watched that dude get slammed on a board that had C4 under it and blew up under him.
Yep. The whole match had C4 in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ron Emerson said being a masochist helps, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Horror slaps need you. Horror slap
Horror
needs
slam.
you.
Or slam.
Horror slap. Yeah. There's the shock man. He's coming in. He says, Laz on here looking like a Ken Barbie doll goth edition. Just kidding. Love you guys. Be safe.
I fucked with it.
Jason Terry said, what's up, Laz?
What's up, Jason?
Sean Duffy said, we love all of you guys. Of course he does. We love you too. Jason Terry says, what's up, Laz? Everybody's saying hi. What's up, Laz? Everybody's saying hi to Laz like Will ain't even here. I mean, what's up with that, guys? Will's here too, you know? Hey, hi, Will. How you doing, buddy?
I'm a good heel, so if no one's saying hey to me, that means I'm doing my job. So that's good.
There you go. I got you. Jamie Purge. We're going to have Jamie Purge on hashtag Truth pretty soon. He said Chainsaw Charlie. Yes, definitely. Chainsaw Charlie was a little bit too drastic for WWE. I seen him come out a couple of times with his chainsaw in WWE, and people were like, what is this? You know? they just didn't understand it. So Michael Butler said, hey, Will, how you doing? See, I knew I'd get a few people to say hey to you.
It's okay.
Dax said, I want to have a parkour match with Tommy Dreamer. What is a parkour match?
It's not when,
I think he
when
meant
people jump
hardcore.
on buildings.
Okay. I know what parkour is in a video game. It's when you're jumping from one space to another.
My Dreamer ain't gonna do too much parkour. He's kind of on the heavy side now.
Yeah, he's got him a little belly. He said he corrected it. Hardcore. Yeah, hardcore. But yeah, well, let me get this commercial because I want to make sure all my sponsors get in before the end of the show. Then we're going to come back. And when we come back, we're going to watch Raven Havoc versus Sarah Dox in a championship death match for TPW. It happened a year ago. It was the first one I found. with him in it. And this will show everybody who your opponent is and show you guys who your opponent is in this match. So we're going to do that right after this quick message from Pro Wrestling Union. Let's do it.
On Saturday, March 11th at Sims Middle School, 2200 Whitmire Highway in Union, South Carolina. Pro Wrestling Union returns as it kicks off 2023 in a huge way as it presents Undisputed. General admission tickets at only $10. All student tickets at $5. It's the best value for great professional wrestling in the upstate. A portion of the proceeds will directly impact the school-wide initiatives of Sims Middle School. You do not want to miss out on this family-friendly, action-packed, professional wrestling excitement. Come check out the stars of Pro Wrestling Union, such as current tag team champions, the Heat Seekers, Black Cat Dion Johnson, Peterbilt, #1 Cam Jackson, and in the main event, Linear Pro Wrestling Union Heavyweight Champion Chase Emery will be facing the interim heavyweight champion, the top dog of the industry, Bebop, in an undisputed heavyweight championship match. Once again, that is Saturday, March 11th at Sims Middle School, 2200 Whitmire Highway. Pro Wrestling Union, Undisputed.
There you go. Pro Wrestling Union, undisputed for the undisputed Pro Wrestling Union Heavyweight Championship. You don't want to miss that. It's going to be a great show. We're going to take a few
great talent, great promoter. I mean,
yeah, that's all. That's all. Pro Wrestling Union is always a good show, man. It's always a great show. If you guys haven't wrestled, Will, if you haven't been out there, get a hold of them, man. Get out there because it's always a great show. Great time out there. Hot crowd, the whole 9 yards. But let's go ahead and watch this Death Championship match of Raven Havoc. I'm gonna have the sound off. You're not gonna hear the sound, but you're gonna see the action, so that way we don't have to talk over it. And we're going to talk about Mr. Havoc. I fast forwarded a little bit through the music and all that. You guys know copyright infringement stuff. I can't play that stuff on here. But we're going to go ahead and start this thing off, and we're going to watch it. Here he is bringing in the championship match. Now, there's the boards I was talking about. You see the boards with the barbed wire.
Those boards don't just have barbed wire. They also have tack strips on them.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now, what's that over there? It looks like some kind of
Those are tack strips.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
It's the pieces of wood that go around your house that the carpet
Right.
hooks onto.
I got you on the edges, around the edges.
Yep.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Oh, ooh, that's got to hurt going up into that.
Those sting
See-
because the nails are actually angled.
And the one thing I want to show on here to put out there is not only do women wrestle in regular wrestling, they do death matches too. Here's a woman in a death match. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to show this match also.
Sarah's one of the greats.
Oh yeah, she's the best.
This is going to be good. This is going to be good. So how do you guys feel going up against Havoc? He looks to be, I mean, if he's a champion at this place, this was a year ago. He might not still be the champion, but he was a champion at this point, and that means he's good. So he can take a beating.
He is good. And him and I already had a one-on-one, so I know I'm ready.
I haven't wrestled him in a death match, but I've wrestled him in a hardcore match just recently, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, they're going toward the board. He stopped that. I like what he's got on the back. I like what he's got on the back of his trunks back there. He's got bleed for me. I like that. Uh-oh.
Oh, bow to me.
Oh, bow to me. Bowed and bleed for me.
Yeah. Bow
Oh,
to me.
man. Oh, so anything goes in a death match. So a low blow wouldn't stop it like it just did. A regular match, you would stop it on a low blow. That's just a normal move probably in a death match, right?
Yeah.
That's allowed.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, a croquet mallet. Oh, not on the bottom of the foot. Oh, Oh.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like it would hurt a lot, but it actually hurts a
so.
lot.
It shoots
that
all the way up.
He's like, can we stop the match? Wait a minute, I can't get up. I love this. Now she's playing to it. Okay, he suckered her in. Okay, good job. Now these guys are just kind of like warming up to each other right now. None of the major stuff has come out yet, but you could tell this is going to be a fun match.
Start at the bottom and work start all the way at the top. Then where you're going to go? You know?
Exactly. I like that.
It's like that traditional wrestling. It's like that in deathmatch wrestling too.
Michael Butler said it's dinner time. Fat boys got to eat. Good luck in your match, guys. All right, Mike. Thanks a lot for showing up, brother.
See you on the 25th, Mike.
Now, here we go.
So what did he just pull out there? He's got something in his hand.
That's something I can't tell.
Oh, that's a syringe, I'm pretty sure.
Oh my goodness. Oh, he does. He has 3 of them.
It's one of Raven's
That's
like,
his thing.
specialties, are those syringes.
Yeah.
Oh my good. No. Oh, see, this is what I'm talking about. I can't watch this. Okay, she's gonna get out of it, maybe.
No.
Oh, it's gonna be
We'll
close.
see.
Oh, what's gonna happen?
But normally he sticks it in the mouth.
Those actually have needles at the end of them.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So, this is
Jet
another
needles,
thing where
yeah.
you can tell how big deathmatch is about sanitation is that none of those needles come uncapped until they're about to be used.
I got you. I saw that. I saw him uncap every one of them. So you're right.
Yeah. It's in the locker room. Him taking out of the package for the first time. So they're always
Yeah,
clean.
make sure you see him open them.
Without a doubt. Oh no, a glass. Oh.
Yeah, glass always sucks, man.
Glass is hard. That is a hard. That's harder than a chair, ladies and gentlemen, without a doubt. When you get hit with that, and those are thick. Those pans are made to last the sands of time forever to hold food. And I'm telling you, I know how heavy. I've got one of those at my house, so I know how heavy it is. Oh, that would be like getting hit with a brick. Oh.
Yeah, they're brutal, man.
Yeah.
Here we go. What's he going to do? Sets it down. He's going to set up something. Here we go. Oh, what happened? Okay, it just kind of glitched. There we go. Oh, my goodness. He's not. Oh, yes, he is. Oh, this is not going to end well.
So many times.
Oh, it didn't break. Oh, that's even worse. Oh,
That's always worse.
Oh, it hurts a lot more. Oh, man, Chris Hamrick is going to come on here and talk junk. He said, takes no talent to do this. Fans can do this. No, I don't know. This fan ain't going to do it. I'll tell you that.
Fans can't do it.
Yeah, I know they
try,
can't. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off with a scream, but right through it face first. Oh. Ooh.
He'll be all right. Just put some dirt
Oh,
on
I
it.
know he will, but I won't be. My goodness, that hurt me watching it. I'm always noisy, Will, when I go to a wrestling match. So you'll have to excuse me if I see anything amazing. I'm gonna scream. So I'm a loud person by nature.
There?
Oh,
Oh,
she's
pizza
got a
cutter?
pizza cutter.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, those things hurt. Those
Yeah.
things hurt a lot.
oh. That is some. He's right by those needles. That's making me nervous.
Oh, he'll get her.
Oh, she's got that piece of wood. What's she gonna do? Oh, the pizza cutter got him. She's got that board set up.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he stopped it. He's got her.
Oh,
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 that was good. That was good. And the board didn't break crashing in. The board split in half, right? Oh, man.
It still hurts.
Oh, I bet it does. That looked like it hurt worse than if it would have split in half, because at least your momentum goes through it. You know what I'm saying?
They don't
Yeah. It rocks your body in a way that your body is not supposed to rock.
First
Exactly.
cover, 2 count.
Mm.
Now, this is what I like. They're not only doing a death match, but there's some traditional moves in there. I like
There
that.
has to be.
And they're
Well-
using the weapons.
That's
Yeah,
the
that's how
thing
it's-
about real art in deathmatch is being able to incorporate traditional wrestling into
Why do
it.
I have a feeling we're going to have some tacks or Legos hit the ground right here?
But yeah,
Uh,
you definitely, like Laz was saying, you have to have some
Tacks.
death match.
No.
What
That's-
is
that's
that?
worse than
Crystals?
assault.
What is that?
That's glass.
Oh,
it might be
so
broken
any blood,
glass, yeah.
either broken glass, salt, any of it with open wounds. Oh,
It's broken
Yeah.
glass. That's
it's broken
yeah.
glass. It is. Oh,
Oh yeah, yeah.
oh, to take that. I mean, and she gets up smiling. Did you see that?
That's
She
what-
was smiling and she
paradox, man.
suplexed him. Oh, looks like she got the worst end of that one.
She's a badass, so yeah, she'll be all right.
Oh, I know she. You got to be. She did it again, and she fell on the glass. Even though she suplexed him, she fell on the glass.
That's what
She's
happened.
trying to get it right. She's going to do it till she gets it right. Oh, there you go. He got a good one that time. But she's getting it worse than him on some of them suplexes.
Dude,
Some of them, yeah, but that's the nature of the game. Sometimes you're just gonna have to take it.
yeah.
1, 2. Oh, and the referee's got gloves on all that glass. I don't blame him. I don't
Oh,
blame him
yeah.
one bit.
You'll see refs with hard knee pads, gloves, all kinds of stuff.
Eye protection, all that.
Goggles, I imagine. Oh, yeah. Some of that glass could come up and get in your eye. Ooh. Uh-oh. Roles are reversed. Oh, she stopped it.
See,
She's tough. She's a tough little cookie, man.
Yeah.
normally does it barefoot.
Oh!
Yeah. I was about to say
Beautiful.
Sarah's known for her barefoot matches.
Yeah,
Barefoot matches. Wow. I'm gonna have to investigate a little bit more into her.
Ben, and
Yeah.
who was it? Who was it she did at the last Sinister show? Was it Creedmoor
yeah. It
that
was.
she
It
did
was
the barefoot death match with?
Yeah, it was Belton. Yeah,
Oh, right on top of the syringes. Nobody got stuck though. Not yet. But that was right on. Oh, look at his back. Oh.
Uh-huh.
His back is already sliced from all that. Oh, she was about to pick up one of them syringes. She thought twice about it though. What's she gonna do now? She's going into. She's getting.
she got.
She
Oh, that's
looks like
more syringes.
a syringe.
Yeah, more syringes. I guess these are
Oh,
hers.
it's a bigger one. Oh, she's gonna write something or oh my god. Oh, she's gonna stick it through. Oh,
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Those sting a little bit.
Yeah, a
Oh,
little
and then
bit.
she kicks him. I know that's got. Oh my goodness. Oh,
On your back, man.
so that's what they do with the syringes.
Well, they'll do it.
Raven's
do it
also
through the cheek.
known. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got the one.
Yeah, here
What's
you
he?
go.
Oh my gosh, looks like he's gonna. Oh please. Oh gosh.
Look at this. Watch,
Through
watch,
the
watch.
lip. Through the lip. Oh.
Cheek. Yep. Love this.
You guys are too tough for me, man. I ain't gonna lie. I would never come close to something like this, man. Danny
It's
Darko
incredible.
says havoc.
Dude, Danny's a crazy dude out of Florida. He's a great guy, though.
Way to go, Danny. I'm starting to like this, man. I could take a match like this, but there's some of them that I've seen that are so gory that it just
Yeah, when
Woo.
we all have our limits. Like, you're not gonna get me in
Yeah.
like like 200 light tubes match or something like that. And I know Raven, his one big thing is like he hates thumbtacks.
So that's why he uses
So,
the broken glass.
So like 10,000 tax matches, you're not going to catch him in one of those.
Danny said, "Wait, what? People actually know who I am? I'm shocked."
He messaged me to come down to Florida and beat him up.
Oh, okay. Hey, Danny, get a hold of me. I'll put you on #truth, buddy. I'd love to watch one of your matches on here with you. That would be cool. Uh-oh, going for a pin. 2 count only. Oh, look at the blood. He's getting the crimson face now.
Yeah.
You see, this is what I like. I like watching the audience. Half of them are like, yeah, this is cool. And half of them are doing like me, like, oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Great reaction.
It's the reaction. Is the reaction of the crowd and the people watching you, does that hype you guys up to do more in a match like this?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I'll tell you, though, some of the greatest reactions to see are the significant others of the people in the ring. Like when I wrestled Raven, I wrestled him at, oh, God. I wrestled him in a hardcore match for See No Evil in Rockingham. And he just kept kicking out, so I hit him with a burning hammer through a steel chair. And it just so happened that when I picked him up and turned towards the chair to hit it, I made direct eye contact with his wife. And the look on her face, it made everything just that much better.
Uh-oh, what? Oh, my goodness. Is he going to stomp down, or what is he going to do? He's going to come off the top. If he does a body splash, yeah, they're coming out to stop him. Oh, he was about to do some real damage right there. Oh, my goodness. Why did they? What are they going to force? Oh, they're going to force him to go through it. Oh, on top of glass.
Yeah,
too.
those suck, dude. I hate tax strips.
Oh, look at his back. Oh, my goodness.
I'll grab a box of those for the 18th if you want, Bannon.
Hell yeah. I'm willing.
Oh, they're all just going to destroy him. I'm pretty sure that this is probably the end of the match, DQ or whatever. I don't know if they have a DQ in death matches, but no. So they're helping her out. They're helping her out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's but I've seen matches get thrown out when they've just lost all control.
Yeah. But the ref won't actually say no DQ. They may completely stop it.
She's mad at him. Oh, she's mad at him. She's like, get out of here. I can do this. She is tough, boy.
That's
I like that. Oh, it's her husband, too? Oh, that makes it even better. Get out.
Scott, there's someone that I'm pretty sure you've heard of who also does death matches, who's also, I'm pretty sure, done one with Raven. Lilith Grimm.
Oh, I love Lilith. I love Lilith to death.
She did a couple of death matches. I'm pretty sure she did one with Raven.
I'm going to have to see if she's got one on YouTube and see if I can watch it. That would be so. Thank you for telling me that, bro. I'll definitely look for that. Oh, he keeps looking on that glass.
Woman in death match. Look up Mickey Knuckles.
She got him. There it is, right there. Oh wow, great match. That is something. That is good right there.
That is the biggest thing that you see in deathmatch. Right at the end, right after she got that pin, the mutual respect.
Right.
Like, I'm not out here trashing Bannon. I'm not trashing Raven, because anyone who knows the three of us knows that we're all friends.
Right.
Yeah, we are.
Right. Once that first music hits for that first, it's no more friendship. It's you're in there to do a job. You're in there to do a job. You're gonna beat the crap out of the other two, man. I mean,
exactly. And I mean, at the end of the day, they want something that I have. My hardcore title.
Right.
I got you.
And I can't say I blame them, because if one of them had it, I'd want to get it too.
So let me go ahead and show this up here for everybody. We're already 50 minutes into the show. here is the actual show itself. See No Evil. It's going to be at Long Shoals Community Center, 3256 Long Shoals Road in Lincolnton, North Carolina. It's going to be March 18th. Doors open at 3. Showtime is 4. $10 to get in. We saw the match with Raven Havoc. He's going to be a participant. Lazarus Black is right over there. And Will Bannon is right down there. Those three are going to be going at it in a death match. And, man, I cannot wait for that. That is going to be
Good-looking flyer, isn't it?
it is.
Yeah.
It's a really good looking floor. And I don't want to forget my last promotion. I have to throw these. I definitely have to throw these guys up there.
Oh, absolutely.
XCW March 4th. You guys want to come out? That's tomorrow night, as a matter of fact. You want to go out to Crash Course? It's at 1873 Mariposa Road in Stanley, North Carolina. Tickets are $10 at the door. Kids 12 and under are $5. Gates open at 3. Bell times at 4. Some great people out there. One of my boys is out there.
Fun fact, Raven's booked on that show.
Yep.
There you go. There you go. So Raven will be there also. So there you go. If you want to see Raven firsthand, go out there tomorrow night. And then on the 18th, you can go watch him do a death match. That's 2 for. There you go. 2 for 1.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely
I
do
held
that.
their heavyweight title for a long time. And then they had to close down for a little while just because
Right.
finding dates that co-aligned with all the racetracks and all that stuff. And so they just decided, the promoter called me and he asked me, he was like, do you mind if we just start fresh? Because
Hey,
I mean,
sometimes you got to do that. At least he was nice enough to call you and do that. I know a lot of promoters that would have just said, you know what, we're going to start over, bring the title back. This is what we're going to do. At least he was nice enough to ask you,
He was nice enough to drive to me to pick up the title.
There you go. See, that's what I'm talking about. The whole 9. That's good people to work for right there, without a doubt, man. I was talking about promoters and that yesterday, and James is a good one. XCW James is definitely one of the good ones. He does really well. But man, I still want to get into this death match thing. Oh, he fell off again. Let's see if he comes back. Lost Bannon again. We're gonna go back to the other background till we get him back. Hopefully he'll be back real quick. But yeah, it's man, I'm telling you, this match coming up. I want to get out there so bad and see it. I've never seen a death match up close. Like I said, the only thing I've had is video. And I've seen you do some, pretty cool hardcore stuff. I've been, there to see you do some stuff, but I haven't really. Yeah. He's gonna sneak back in here. He's popped up, but I don't see his face. I'm gonna wait till I see his face. I think his internet's bleeping over there. So there it goes. All right. Hold till you see the whites of his eyes. There you go. Without a doubt. All right, he's back. Are you doing all right there, Will?
My service sucks.
It's okay, man. There's, like I said, there's storms going on. And there's all kinds. If our show goes out in the next 10 minutes, guys, it's because we're having storms. If you hear big booms, it's not anybody falling in my house. It's the thunder above us.
It's bad here too.
Yeah, I got you without a doubt. So, what is the one move that you guys love to do in a death match, or one thing that you like to do to your opponent in a death match? And Will, since we got you going good right now, we're going to ask you first. What's the thing you like to do in a death match to your opponent? What's that one big item or move that you like to do?
Honestly, I like to do a classic power slam through a plane of glass.
Yeah. Great one.
It's simple but effective, and it looks good. It sounds good. It's all you need.
Especially you get that big puff of white smoke that comes out after you hit the glass, man. That's always it looks devastating. All right, Laz, what you got?
A pane of glass, like it's just the classic, like set up the glass in the corner, shotgun drop kick them into the glass.
Yeah.
This makes me laugh. Ron Emerson said, first of all, y'all are knucking futs. Secondly, Laz, I have something for you. I'll send it when I get home. These storms equaled a 12-hour workday for me. So there you go. Be looking for something for Ron. But he said, y'all are crazy. I have to concur, but I can see now where, it can be If it was anything worse than the match we just watched, I mean, I can do that. That just kind of makes me cringe a little bit. But some of these guys go over the top, like you said. They really go over the top. What's the worst move that you've ever done personally? What's the biggest thing that you've ever done personally to another human being in one of these matches? Laz, what's the worst thing you've ever done to somebody?
It wasn't even in a death match. My worst.
Oh wow,
one.
okay.
It was a last man standing match, and we did a superplex to the outside on the hardwood, and yeah. And the bad thing was the ref, when he came out, he actually had the gall to ask me if I was okay.
Don't you? Yeah, you just suplexed from 8 feet up onto a hardwood floor, and the first question out of your mouth is, "Are you okay?"
Yeah, and I was just like, "No,
of course not, you fool."
Okay.
So, Will, you've had a little time to think about it. What's the worst thing you've ever done to somebody in a match?
It was in a hardcore match, but yeah, I power drive somebody head first onto a bunch of thumbtacks.
Oh, that sounds like it sucked for you too.
Yeah, I did it just right. Where my butt head, there was all thumbtacks, but where his head was plenty.
Dang.
Ron said, "I get it. I think what draws the line is knowing the wrestlers personally." I got you. I understand that because I know Laz pretty well. We've had some talks outside of wrestling shows. I mean, I know a lot about him, and I would never give personal things out on the screen, and he knows that. But I know things about him, and he knows things about me, and that's cool. I could not. That's one of the things that go into a match with Lazarus is if I see somebody, I got that friend defense. It's like, oh crap, I got to go help him out. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever had somebody do that in one of your death matches? Just to have because you said there's no barricades, there's nothing preventing some of these fans from just sliding in.
Yeah, I've had a fan hit the ring during a death match. It didn't end well for him, but
I was gonna say, did you have to clobber him? Did you have to do something to him?
Well, he decided to hit the ring when I had a tube in my hand. So I just turned and smashed him with the light tube.
There you go. That's his fault. Yeah.
Drinking at MO said, "Hey, Will, my dude." So there's somebody for you, Will. There you go. Somebody rooting for Will. And I didn't have to coax him into saying it.
And I can tell you the worst thing I've seen happen to Will.
Okay.
Is that the fire?
It was at the last Sinister show.
Okay.
It was a avalanche back suplex driver.
Oh God, one
onto what was it? It was a door.
It was
the
door on
shark
some
tooth
chairs.
board, right? Wasn't it the shark tooth board?
Yeah, it was shark tooth board, and most of my body missed that, and it was the back of my neck just hit the mat.
Yeah.
Oh,
I felt kind of bad.
You're okay because I see you're up and moving around, but ooh.
When you watch the video, I was in the crowd, and you can very clearly hear me say, "Will's my friend, but kill that son of a bitch."
Okay.
Wow. That is crazy. Michael Butler came back. Yeah, he's done eating supper. He said, "Don't you love the nice sound your head makes when it bounces off the concrete?" Oh, man.
Normally at that point, I just hear ringing.
I was about to say, the birds have to be chirping at that point. I mean, it's just, what's that beautiful song?
that move was devastating, but I think the worst part of the match and the best part was when my head caught on fire.
Yeah, the flaming trash can that lit his mohawk on fire.
Yep, and I had to end off after that.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
I went running to the back after the match because I saw him, like, he'd come down on his head. So I was like, I'm going to go check him for a concussion. Because I have enough experience with stuff like that, like, I can run a concussion check on somebody, and I get back there, and he's fine, no concussion. And then he just looks at me and he goes, "How bad is my head burned?" And I was like, "Your head's not burned at all, but you lost half of your mohawk."
The poor Mohawk.
Because it was on
That's-
fire for like a solid 3 or 4 seconds.
It was. I had
Oh man. Oh
Yeah.
man.
It was funny.
So-
After that match, I was bleeding all over the place. My girl comes backstage, pissed. But I already had stuff planned. I ended up proposing to her that night.
Yep.
Oh, with a burn smelling Mohawk and ravaged all over the place. That's the best time to ask somebody to marry you, bro. Please tell me she said yes. Please tell me she said yes. Okay,
did, yeah.
good deal. Because that would have been a devastating night, bro. That would have been a devastating night if you'd have got to know. Danny said, smart man. Smart man. So let me ask you
I had a
this.
blast at that
Go
show.
ahead.
Oh,
I
yeah.
bet, man. It sounds like fun. Like I said, I've never seen one in person. I would love to see it. And like I said, I think it would be better for me to go to one. Like, you know, I know Lazarus. Now I could say I know Will a little bit. I would like to go to see one where I know some people, man, because it would just be better for me. That way I know that, you know, it's going to be okay at the end of it. Because that's my big concern about when you hear death match. Just the name of it. I'm thinking, man, you guys are stabbing each other. You guys are, you know, literally like trying to put each other down. Yeah.
Stabbing each
And
other
I've seen
is
some
like-
matches that made me feel that way. Like, you guys are really trying to kill each other. There's some people that actually do stuff like that. Like, there was one match I saw, like, clips of death matches. One dude was up on top of a barn, had the other guy in a slam position, jumped off of it into the ring,
Joey
like
Janela
from
and
20
Sandy.
feet, through 3 tables and a bunch of glass, man. And just, I was like,
So Scott,
No.
the guy who took
No.
that slam was Joey Janela. He almost lost his thumb. Like, there's a picture of him giving a thumbs up, and you see stitches all the way around it.
that's crazy, dude. I mean, that's insane.
And
I mean, there's wrestling
Sandy-
people that do that jump off top heights and do that, but
Yeah.
to add glass and other stuff like that to it, I mean, that.
Well, see,
How many
here's
times
the
do you
thing.
guys? How many times? Wait a minute, Laz. Let me ask this because I want a true answer. How many times have you guys had to actually go and get checked for mental health? I mean,
I can't
Before
count
wrestling.
that high.
I mean, I'm laughing about it, but it's when you see some of this stuff like that needle going through the cheek or the needle, you know, punching. I'm thinking, man, who? I could imagine
Just
sitting
wait
in the
till
back
you see
going,
someone
yeah,
get
there's.
skewered for the first time.
Oh, I could just see the conversation in the back. You know, hey, at some point in the match, I'm going to go over there and I'm going to grab those syringes and I'm going to fall down and you're going to pick me up and you're going to poke it through my back. You know how to do it. Let's go do it. That's not a logical conversation to have with somebody.
Well, I mean, to be honest, like, I would trust Raven with something like that right off the bat. Like, Raven's,
Right.
I don't know if he still is. I know he used to be a piercer.
Okay. So he
Like-
knows exactly where to poke and nothing will be totally
like,
damaged.
I trust him a million times over.
Could you
But I
imagine
think-
missing or poking or accidentally getting bumped or something happen?
Yeah.
I just
Well, I
couldn't.
mean, here's the thing. I think why deathmatch has such a bad connotation with it has come from all of these, like, you know, backyard promotions. And I don't mean backyard like Jimmy Ward's backyard. Jimmy
Right.
Ward's backyard is a show. That is a venue.
Dude, that's going to be a coliseum
mean-
before it's over, right?
Yeah. Every time I go out there, he's building something new. But what I'm
Right.
talking about when I say backyard, I'm talking about the guys who get like 50 or 60 views on YouTube, who go
Who
out
are
in their
using
backyard
trampolines instead of
using-
wrestling rings and things
using
like
their
that.
like chain link fence as ropes
Right.
and using
Right.
plate glass and all this crap because like we're smart about it. Like the light
yeah.
tubes we use. There's 3 different kinds of light tubes. There's T8, T10,
See, I
T12.
I didn't
We
even know
only
that.
use T12 light tubes. because they're
Don't
the
flip me
widest
up on here,
tubes,
Lazarus Black. No, I'm just kidding.
and they break in less of a shard fashion. Whereas
Right.
like skinny tubes, which is why it's kind of a common meme in the deathmatch world of fuck skinny tubes,
Right.
because when they break off in these long shards.
You want them to break
same
into
with
like the powder. You want them to break into like the powder. That's what makes the
and
big
the
pull.
same with the panes we use. We don't use like regular glass panes like you see on your window. We use tempered glass
Okay.
because pane glass, like what you have in your house, it breaks into shards.
And
Whereas
that'll
tempered
hurt.
glass,
That
when
will
there's
hurt.
enough force applied to it, it blows apart into tiny little pieces, and they still cut you, but they don't like stab 3 inches inside of you like TV screens do.
Right. I got you. Without a doubt.
The tube, right? That's actually how
Go
Nick
ahead.
Gage got messed up in his match because they used a skinny tube. That's what stabbed him.
Oh,
They were using T8s.
that's crazy. Michael Butler said, I've been through 2 tables stacked on top of each other, but that's the most so far. Danny said the amount of times my girl has gotten pissed because of too many light tubes or something, he quit counting probably. Ron said, throw them like darts at someone. I can see it.
So
Unless-
here's the thing.
unless you
I've
miss and
seen
hit a
darts
fan.
used. I've
Yeah,
seen
that
darts used in deathmatch.
I've
Oh, yeah.
done yard, but I'm safe with it and I know what to use. There you go.
See,
Okay.
Danny, he wrestles in a group that kind of does what Jimmy was doing in the beginning before he built up the whole big thing. He had a ring, talented workers who were getting paid, an actual promoter, things like that. That's what Danny does.
Right.
When I say backyard, I'm talking like using a chain link fence around your suburban house as ring ropes
Right.
Like
and hitting
untrained,
each other with 2x4s.
Right. I got
watch
you.
out, see if they can do it.
I got you. All right, last question of the night. We've been here an hour and 6 minutes. I appreciate both of you, Will Bannon and Lazarus Black, coming on here and talking to me about death matches and getting me. I actually want to go see one now. I'm going to try my hardest to get there on the 18th, man. I really want to see this match. I'm very excited. If I'm not, though, Lazarus or Will, or I'll even get a hold of Havoc, one of you do me a favor and record, even if it's just a few minutes of the match, and send me something from that match or the whole match if you can. I would love to see that match if I'm not able to make it in person.
My girl's gonna record the whole thing. I'm gonna show her exactly how to do it and everything. She's gonna basically be a hard cam. It'll be up there.
I would. That sounds good, man. I'll send you my email address right after the show, and maybe you can shoot me the match after that, or tell me where it's at on YouTube. Just send me the link or whatever, if you put it up, or on Facebook or whatever. And I'll definitely be watching it. I'll share it. I'll talk about it. Oh hell yeah, we'll have a good time with that.
Right.
Tyler Bailey. I'm not going to say what he said, but you see it right
Tyler
there.
X, man. Tyler
Oh,
X
yeah.
is another dude that's making moves in the deathmatch world.
He's a good
Okay.
guy. You him too.
Okay, I would love anybody that wants to come on Hashtag Truth and talk about it and go over one of their matches, and I am up for it, man. I would love to have that. The more the merrier on my show, man. Michael Butler said, "Be safe, guys," without a doubt.
Always.
That's always my concern. When I hear deathmatch, like I said, that's my first concern is the safety of the guys in there, because anything can happen, man. Anything can happen, even in a regular match. And you guys are.
We've known that this match was happening for a little while now.
Right.
And I mean, me and Bannon have talked about having a match. Me and Raven have talked about having a match. And so we know each other's limits. We know, like, in wrestling, everyone has their thing of like, don't do that. Like, you know,
Right.
there's some guys who won't take pile drivers. Well, in deathmatch,
Right.
it's the same way. There's some guys who like, you know, watch my face, watch my ribs, stuff like that. And it just comes down to it. Like me, one of my limits is the horseshoe light tubes. No,
Right.
no, not after what happened to Raven's arm. No.
Yeah. Oh yeah. God, that was bad.
I'm gonna have to find out. You guys are gonna have to send me a link or something to see what
I'll
happened
send
there
you a
or whatever.
picture.
Okay, send me a picture. That'll work, man. But man, like I said, I'm glad you two came on. I would like to, if you guys would, no matter who wins the match. I would like to see all three of you. I'm going to ask Havoc again, whether he's busy or not. That's up to him. But I'd like to have you guys back maybe a week or two after the match, and let's talk about it. If you got it on video, we'll show the match on here, and we'll talk about it as the match is going along. I would love to have a watch along with you guys.
I'm making sure of that.
There you go. Then we'll come back and we'll do a watch along and watch it, and you guys can tell us what you were thinking at different points in the match and stuff like that. I think it would be a great show.
All
right.
Sounds good.
Sounds like a winner, man. Well, I'm going to leave it like this. I'm going to put up the poster as I'm saying this. And again, good luck to both of you. Have a safe match. Whoever wins. It's all you guys are great competitors, man. I just want to tell everybody, if you missed this match, something's wrong with you, especially if you're a deathmatch fan. You definitely want to go out and check these guys out. Here is the poster again. See No Evil Deathmatch. It's at Long Shoals Community Center, 3256 Long Shoals Road in Lincolnton. It's going to be March 18th. Doors open at 3 o'clock. Show starts at 4 p.m. It's going to be Lazarus Black versus Raven Havoc versus Will Bannon in that See No Evil death match. You're going to want to go see it. It's going to be nothing but a great time. And I'm covering Will up. I'm sorry, but he is pointing at. I like that. He's pointing at the poster. Go there, and that is the hashtag truth. We'll see you guys out there March